Welcome to the Professor's Lab podcast, a show with a nerd, a clown, a duck, and a degenerate. Today, we're going to be talking about the best albums, or all of the albums that I listened to in 2023. It doesn't mean that they're the best, doesn't mean that they're the worst. They're both, okay? We're going to be talking about all of them, so that means the best and the worst, and also the honorable mentions of albums that I listened to this year that were not released this year. The ones that were released last year, the year before, 10 years ago, all that stuff. Alright? But now, if I'm getting this right, the last episode that was uploaded before this one that you've seen right now is Volume 21. So today, you're watching Volume 22 of me talking about music, I think. I think that's what's going to happen. Today is January 5th. Tomorrow, a day from now, in the morning, the season premiere of the podcast is going to be live, alright? And so, this is going to be seen a week later, probably. Alright, now, so yeah, this is not really in order, because then after that, there's going to be another episode, Volume 23, that is going to be me talking about the games that I played this year. Alright, well, last year in 2023, it's 2024 right now, you feel me? And then after that, there's going to be another podcast episode where it's just us chilling. I actually have guests and stuff, and it's something I recorded right after when I recorded Volume 21. And so it's all going to be a mess. I'm just warning you right now, getting it out of the way. So, we're almost 2 minutes into this episode so far. I'm sure this podcast episode is going to be at least like 2 hours long. So we're just going to jump right into it. Let's just get started, alright? So first album we have here is I Rest My Case by NBA YoungBoy. How about that? Now, I hate his music, alright? I hate listening to YoungBoy. The only album I ever liked was something that I listened to in 2022. Colors, yes, and there were a few songs on there that I was quite fond of for a while, but after that, every single album he's ever released since then has been so dookie, and my boy, 6 Pounds Too Deep, he is technically a fellow podcast member, but he's never gone on an episode so far. He's just been sitting in the group chat, not really doing much, but yeah. He keeps on telling me to listen to these YoungBoy albums, and they keep on getting better and better, but I listen to them, and they're getting worse and worse. They're so repetitive. All of the songs sound the same, and it's just not very interesting. It's all about gang, gang, shoot, shoot. I hate my ops. You feel me? Money, bitches. I have 11 kids. Like, gosh dang. This is what our children are listening to. YoungBoy is one of the most popular rappers of today's age. All of the children get horny over him, but I don't like a single one of his songs since his release of Colors. Alright? It's so Jova. So yeah. Pretty much in it. We got all these songs. And man, I just drowned it out. I don't remember a dang thing about any of this. So I guess we could just move on then. I guess that's about it. This album sucks. I almost wanted to do a tier list of all of these albums that I've listened to in 2023, but I'm not gonna. That's too much effort. I'm just gonna be showing them on my Spotify and talking about them. So yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. So if you have never seen my other album videos where I talk about all the albums that I listened to in 2021 and 2022, those are on the main channel, Professor Teaks. And of course, the main channel is linked in the description. But I'm probably also gonna link the original videos in the description right next to it, or in the top comment. I have no idea. So then you could get more context of why I'm talking about albums on the podcast here. I would do the 2023 edition like I'm doing right now for the main channel, but I put it on the second channel because it has no place on the main channel anymore. So here we are. Let's continue. I guess it's my final disclosure. I don't know, mate. We're just getting back up on season 2 of the podcast, so just apologise for my unprofessionalism. Next album we got here is SOS by SZA. Oh my gosh, this was released in 2022. I should have known. In December. You know what? We're talking about it now anyways. Yeah. So the first song I ever listened from SZA was on Post Malone's Hollywood's Bleeding album. I'm gonna remember what it's called. What's the song called? Um, Give me a chance, I won't frick up again. Staring at the Sun. Yeah, she was in Staring at the Sun, and that song was epic, just like every other song on the album. But yeah, so I first heard the Travis Scott song, Open Arms with Travis Scott. Okay. I heard that and I'm like, whoa, that's fire and stuff. And so I was like, let's listen to the actual album. Let's listen to all this. And man, it was fire. This album is very epic for a woman. Now, SZA, she gets put into the melting pot of black rappers, okay? But I don't really think she's a rapper. She's a pop artist. And I think that's a solid fact. I think she's literally a pop artist, and that's kind of how the industry sees her. But she's associated with all these black rappers because she's black, okay? And I think that's very unfair. I think she should make songs with actual pop artists, not these black rappers, okay? Um, and so a lot of these songs, they're mixtures of pop and rap, all right? Um, like, I guess used with Don Toliver. It's, man, it's not really much of rap, but whatever. It's black people, okay? I don't remember that song. Open Arms. When Travis Scott is on, he's spitting bars. He's rapping for real. Um, so yeah, pop rap mixture. I don't remember that song. Um, okay, other songs that I like. Kill Bill is the most popular one on there. It's popular for a reason. And then of course used, and then F2F, and then Open Arms, and that's it. Yeah, pretty decent album. All the other songs that I never added to my playlist, which by the way, I added them to my Up playlist with songs that I kind of like, but I'm just not certain. They've just been sitting there. They never made it to my main playlist in it. Um, yeah, every single song on here pretty decent. Some of them are kind of slow and sad, but maybe you're into that. It hits sometimes. All right, let's move on. I do not care. Let's continue. Here we have Mansion Music, alright, by Trippie Redd. How many albums has he released since his 2021 album? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a single. Frick. Hold on. Because I talked about Trippie's album in 2021, Trip at Night here. I guess that was it. Oh, he released a new one. St. Michael V2. Oh, dang, I never listened. I didn't know this existed. When was this released? November. Why didn't 6 Pounds Too Deep tell me about this? What the frick? Man, I depend on him. He's gonna get fired. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So, I talked about Trip at Night in 2021. And so here, we finally have a new album. 2 years later. Or less than that. Year and a half. Because it was earlier in the year. In 2023. Yeah. So, this album sucks. Okay. There are 2 songs on here that I like. Nightcrawler with Juice WRLD in it. And then Swag Like Ohio, part 2, right here with Lil B. Man, it's not that popular. This song is fire. Why does it only have 3 million streams? That's crazy. Well, yeah, there's not really much to say. Like, okay, the style of this album is so different compared to Trip at Night from 2021. And that's my main criticism. Why does it suck so much, but Trip at Night is so good? You see, one thing I mentioned in my 2021 album video was that people say that Trippie's music is so goofy because it sounds like Geometry Dash music. And I agree. It's a wee bit strange, but that's why I like it. I like the Geometry Dash style, okay? It makes him unique. Because the problem with these black rappers is that they struggle to be unique. And Trippie, he had that niche, that thing that made him special, the thing that made him unique. and now he's just ruined it. Alright, he drops mansion music here. Frick. He drops mansion music here, and it's different, and it's different from his other album. That's what I mean. And it sucks. This album is so mid. Okay, it's mid. I wouldn't say it sucks. It's just mid. Okay, there are some very fire gangster rap songs, but they're not good enough to where I'd put them on my alt playlist. Other than Nightcrawler and Swag Like Ohio. Alright, it's just most of the rap songs that I added to my alt playlist, they just stayed there the whole time. I never moved them up to my main playlist or anything like that. So yeah, most of the rap that doesn't get on my main playlist, I'm just I think I'm becoming racist. Okay, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but I might be a little bit racist nowadays. I think that's why I don't like rap as much. Maybe that's why I'm calling YoungBoy's Trippie's album trash, because I might have a little bit of a distaste towards the brats in it. All right, let's continue. Alright, let's start here by Lil Yachty. Now, this is the only album I've ever listened to by Lil Yachty. 6 Pounds Too Deep told me. What is this? When was this released? Oh, it's a single. Never mind. 6 Pounds Too Deep told me about this album. And I'm like, alright, let's listen to Lil Yachty. It should be pretty good, innit? So yeah, this album's not very long. It's 14 songs. That's about it. Alright, so this album is not rap. It's like psychedelic or whatever. That's what. Yeah. So, despite him being a black rapper, he made a psychedelic album or whatever the frick the genre was called. And it is not bad. People do not like this album as much as me. Okay, I don't think this was that bad because he's not rapping. And like I just said like a minute ago, I'm becoming a wee bit racist, and so I don't like rap as much. Okay. So yeah, well, there is only one song I added to my playlist, and it's The Zone right here. Alright, this is the only song I liked. Everything else, it's alright, but just not good enough. Alright, that's kind of it. This album's okay. If he kept doing this psychedelic genre, he could get really, really good at it. And I promise you that, mate. Alright? I promise you, you could get really good if he kept doing this. But this is his first time doing this, so it's just not. I would say it's not worth your time. If you're a fan of Lil Yachty, sure, go ahead, listen to it. But if you're not that big into the Lil Yachty lore, then maybe it's not that worth it. Alright? If you're into like techno or electric or other psychedelic songs, then of course you would want to listen to this, but it's kind of mid. Alright, let's continue. Lovesick. Lovesick by Don Toliver. Now, I've had like an awakening for Don Toliver this year. He is one of my awakening artists from this year. One of the main ones. One of the main ones I got really into this year. Don Toliver, he is a talented young man. He is a black rapper, but he has a niche. He's special. Okay, special ed. No, he's special. He has a niche. He's pretty unique. He's pretty good in it. Okay. Now, Lovesick, I really like this album. I only have 2 songs on my alt playlist from it. Wait. No, one on my alt, one on my main. Okay, so there's actually a song on here that I really, really liked. Like, really, really liked. Okay, so, first things first. Actually, you know what? I can just keep it on that and then scroll. Alright, here we go. Love Sickness on the top. The intro. It's pretty good in it, so that is just stuck on my alt playlist. And then the main playlist song I got on here, Go Down, feature Tisa Korean. Did I say that right? I don't know. I had no idea that this song had a feature. But yeah, Go Down. This song is so epic. I just wanna pick you up, can it go down? Hit you in the backseat, can it go down? I just wanna pick you up, can it go down? Hit you in the backseat, can it go down? Can it go down, baby? Can it go down? I don't know easy when it go down. You know, it's pretty epic. All right. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Every other song on it, it's pretty epic, but not good enough to go on my playlist because I don't like black people. When there's a feature on any of his songs, I feel like they just get ruined. I think he should just like have less features. There are way too many features on this album. All right, moving on. Now we have Yeat Afterlife. All right, Afterlife by Yeat. Um, Now, this is the first album I've ever listened to by Yeat. Alright. I'm aware he's very popular. I always thought he was black. And that he's a black rapper. But no, apparently he's white. Amazing. We have a white rapper, white representation on the rap industry. Amazing. If he was black and he could say the N-word, he would be a god. God himself nerfed Yeat by making him white instead of black, so he can't say the N-word. And it's just, you know. But maybe it's good that he's white. Alright, so this album is pretty epic. Alright, let's just full screen. Well, there's a YoungBoy song on there. I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know. The beginning of it. Yeah, the first half. The first. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, the first 9 songs. I don't think they're pretty good. I think they're kind of mid. But when you get to Mean Fiend featuring Cranky Cranky, I think that is pretty decent. It's not mesmerizing, but it's pretty decent. And then you got How It Go. I think this is the best song on here. Whoa, I want you to foot you, shawty, let me know. Every time inside when you're fun is how it go. You know, it's pretty zesty. That's just me though. I don't know why I like it. It's a wee bit sussy, but there's something about it. I just can't describe it. I have really weird music tastes. I think that's pretty obvious if you've made it this far into this podcast episode. Not only am I a wee bit racist, but my music taste is further evolving to where I become even more racist or something. All right. Okay, and then another song I like on here, Myself. Now this song, people were mesmerized by. There's something about it. It's so like, it's a good mixture of moody and I guess a wee bit of psychedelic. All right. So yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Overall, this album is pretty decent. All right, it's pretty good in it. 3 songs on my alt playlist. It's pretty good. It almost made it to my How It Go. It almost made it to my main playlist, but it just never did. I just left it on my alt. All right. This is technically a 2023 release, so we're gonna talk about it. Starboy Deluxe by The Weeknd in it. All right. So Starboy, the original, it was released in 2015, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. There's a saying down here. 2016, it says it right here. 2016, that's the original. Now, for the deluxe, this was released in 2023, and it has more songs. I don't know which ones are new, but you know. Okay, which ones were the new ones? Why did I listen to this? Oh, Die For You with Ariana Grande. Yeah, it's a remix with Ariana put on there. It's pretty decent in it. And then there's these other remixes. I don't think they're that good. But, okay, let's do the rounds because, yeah. So, Starboy, it's classic. It's pretty good. Holds up today. Reminder, it's pretty good. Every time you try to forget who I am, I'll be right there to remind you again. Know me, know me, know me. You know me, you know me, you know me, you know me. Alright. And then Ordinary Life. That didn't last very long on my main playlist. It got boring so quickly. Um, the original Die For You, it's decent. But then Ariana Grande, I really like Ariana Grande on there. Because we love women, of course. So, what is that? 4 songs? I don't know. Yeah, even as a deluxe, still pretty good. Let's not talk about it for too long. All right, here we go. Here's one of the best albums from this year, but it's still kind of disappointing. We'll get to that in a second. Portals by Melanie Martinez. Bloody Portuguese woman, but she doesn't look Portuguese because she's half white or something. When I found out that she was Portuguese, I'm like, what? No, 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 not my Aryan princess. But whatever, she doesn't act Portuguese, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so first things first, the songs. We got Death, the intro, pretty good. It was released as a single, as the first song she's released since 2021 or something. I don't know. Yeah, first song she's released since 2021, and we were like, wow, this is so decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent. I'm so excited for her to release her upcoming album that she's been working on since K through 12 in 2019. You feel me? Yeah. So then she released Void, I think. So that's the second song on here. This is the second best song on this entire album. It's on my main playlist, while Death is on my alt playlist. Then Tunnel Vision, as the album's finally released. Alt playlist, Light Shower on my Moods playlist. Battle of Larynx, also on my alt playlist. The Contortionist would have been on my alt playlist, but it's so weird and unnerving. Usually I wouldn't be that bothered by stuff like that, but I got bothered by it. So I didn't put it on any playlist. And then Moon Cycle, also on the alt playlist. Nymphology, also on the alt playlist. And then Evil. Evil is the best song. When we got through this whole album, I'm like, wow, this album sucked. And then we got to Evil, and I'm like, whoa, this song saves the whole thing. It's so epic. It's like what kind of genre is it? It's like pop rock or something. I don't know. It's very different. It's very different from all these songs. If you're not too fond of Melanie Martinez, then please, the one song you should listen to is Evil. This song will go down in history or something. It is one of the most popular next to Void. So yeah, even the fans agree. Evil is so epic. Alright. There is a deluxe though, so we gotta look over the deluxe. So then she added Powder, Pluto, and Milk of Siren. None of them are good. They're mid. Like, I swear, there were so many songs that were being leaked that I think were supposed to be on this Porter's album. But, so then, I think what happened was, like, she's like, oh no, they got leaked. I guess we're not officially releasing those songs. So then she had to make new songs to replace them and put them on this album. And so that's what this album is. It's a bunch of songs that weren't leaked, that didn't fall victim to the leakers and the scalpers and stuff. You feel me? So yeah, I did hear some of the leaked songs, and they were so epic. At least I think they were supposed to be on this album. But still, they were so epic. But now we're never going to have them on here. And so that is why this Porter's album was so disappointing at first. Until I listened to Evil. Alright. But yeah, 2 songs on my main playlist, and then like, what, 5 or 6 songs on the alt playlist. I don't know. I think the amount of songs I put on the alt playlist really says a lot compared to the other albums, K through 12 and Crybaby. Those albums are so epic. That's one of some of my favorite albums of all time. And then Portals, you put Portals as the thing that kind of ends off the trilogy. It's so disappointing. Like, is it? I don't know if it's like a new style, or it's like I said earlier. There's so many songs that got leaked. She got to replace them with new ones that suck so much. But still, this is one of my favorite albums from this year because Melanie Martinez. We gotta have the Puerto Rican representation. Okay. All right. Anything else I have to say? Man, I felt like I had more. Man, I don't think so. Yeah, this album is still memorable. Like the theme with the magical forest and the pink thing that she dresses up as every weekend for content. It's it's interesting. Okay. It's like I vibe with it. Okay. I like the theme. I like the vibe. But can you please release the songs that were leaked so that we could actually listen to them? Because you took them down from YouTube, and so now we can't listen to them. We can only find them on like underground platforms and stuff with all the leakers and stuff. Like, it's just not fair. The songs that were leaked were so good. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. We're moving on. Okay, another YoungBoy album. I forgot to listen to this. Same thing. Repetitive. Black people. Um. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I think this was the last one I listened to from YoungBoy in 2023. I think that's it. It's there's nothing I can say really. There's like barely any features. It's not very interesting. Richest Opp, you're out of here. All right, next another album I really like. So I listened to Almost Healed by Lil Dirk when I was on vacation in Scotland, England, and Wales. I was on the plane from Scotland to England when I listened to this. And so, yes, there are some pretty decent songs on here. I am a little bit of a fan of Little Dirk now. I've never really been interested in him. But now, after listening to this album because I was bored on the plane, um, I I need to listen to his other albums. I totally forgot to do that. I wanted to do that before I made this podcast episode. Right, alright, let's do the rounds. What songs do I like on here? All My Life featuring J. Cole. I don't like this song at all. I don't know why this song is. It's because it's J. Cole. That's why the song's doing good. That's the answer to that question. Um, Goodness gracious, did I fall asleep during the first half of this? Goodness gracious, where are the songs I like? Cross the Globe featuring Juice World, pretty good in it. I said, Ninja, is you dumb? And she see that money come. When I put it down, it's been there, said it'd be a room, I better be right back. Yeah. Oh, Stand By Me featuring Morgan Wallen. It's a country song. You see, if you're black, you're not gonna like this song. Okay, you're gonna like Cross the Globe with Juice World, okay? But if you are white, you will probably like this song, right? Stand By Me. It's pretty good in it. Okay. Like it got a lot of hate, but I don't think it's that bad. Where's the other song I liked? Wait, Never Imagine, was that it? Yeah, no, I think it was Never Imagine that I like with Future featuring Future. Yes. So there we go, three songs just left on my alt playlist. Overall, this album was pretty good. Okay, all the other songs that I didn't put on any of my playlists, they were still pretty good. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. I guess that's everything I have to say. But I guess I will listen to other Lil Durk albums, just so I could say that I'm a Lil Durk fan. Because here on the Tiny Teagues channel, we love black people. We love black people on this channel. Professor Teagues, though, I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. Okay. All right. Here we are with the Metro Boomin presents Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack from and inspired. ... Goodness. All right. This is the original. Or no, this is the deluxe. 2 discs. It has 2 discs on it. See, two. Here's the original. But we'll do the deluxe. We'll do the deluxe. I don't like this album at all. I don't like I don't like this album. I don't like the soundtrack. I love Across the Spider-Verse. Not as much as most people, though. Like, I wasn't disappointed by the movie. It's very difficult to explain. I love the movie, but I love the first one more. I think the first one is magical. The first movie of any series, it's always the best. Okay? You can never do an amazing sequel. Okay, the sequel was amazing. It's just okay. Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is a 10 out of 10 movie. Across the Spider-Verse is 9.9 out of 10. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not better than the first movie. It's really, really close, though. If not, like, about the same. They're both right there. Okay? It, but the soundtrack... The soundtrack is part of the reason why I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 like the first movie. Where's the Post Malone? You had one of the biggest songs in history in Into the Spider-Verse, okay? Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee, okay? And you make another soundtrack for the second movie. This thing, okay? It sucks. It's so horrible. Like I said this several times. I'm gonna say it again. I think I'm becoming racist. I think it's a me problem, okay? Like, I don't like this album. I love both of the Spider-Verse movies. The first soundtrack was amazing. The second one is horrible. I listened to all these songs. I wasted my time with this. And not a single one of them I'm like, oh, heck yeah, man. And I think I listened to this before I actually watched the movie. So, there's the one song where with the violin that plays at the credit scene in the movie. Which one is that? I have no idea. Am I dreaming? Is that? I think so. That one is the best one. But that's not saying much. Okay? Okay, the vibe that you get listening to it when the movie ends and it has the credits and it has the little CG animation of all the characters. It's pretty good for a credit song, okay? But when you're listening to it on an album and you have it on one of your rap playlists, it's horrible. Okay, when you compare the two scenarios. Movie, epic. It fits the vibe of the ending because the ending is a cliffhanger. But on Spotify, no. Not even close. So yes, the best song sucks. Everything else sucks even more. That's about it. Okay? Now, let's get on to the good stuff. Once again, here we have Business is Business by Young Thug. Now, as we all know, I don't need to explain it. We all know about that one clip of the chick talking about an anime that I've never heard of before and being like, you see, this Young Thug trial really reminds me of this anime that I sat on my fat booty cheeks watching. And yeah, it was very cringe. If you've seen that clip, then you probably know all about the Young Thug trial, okay? It's obvious he's killed people. It's obvious that he's hired other people to kill people. It's obvious he takes drugs illegally, the worst drugs imaginable. It's obvious he traffics guns, women, and children. Maybe. Young Thug is not innocent. We all know that. But he's a famous rapper and he makes really good music. So, in conclusion, we need him out of prison right now. Okay? So, we need to keep advocating for his release so he can kill more people and traffic more drugs and more women and stuff. And also make more music. Okay? He is a horrible person, but he is the best horrible person. He is one of my favorite horrible people in the world. Unjustifiably evil and black. But he makes good music. So we need him in this world. We need to get him out of this trial, out of that prison, out of the jail, to make more music, because that is his only purpose. Everything else that he does that's illegal in YSL, to kill people and traffic drugs, he needs to make money. He needs his bag, okay? Anyway, so this album, I think most of these at least are songs that are he made them before he got arrested. Okay, I think. Or he made them in jail, but I don't think he's allowed to make music in jail. Just like it's kind of like YoungBoy when he was in jail in 2021, and he made that Sincerely Control album that I talked about. But I'm not sure. Anyway, mid. Cars Bring Me Out featuring Future, pretty good in it. With the Racks with 21 Savage, Travis Scott, and Yak Goatee. I don't know who that is. Pretty good in it. Mad Dog, pretty good in it. All on my alt playlist. That's about it. Everything else, pretty decent. Drake song, I don't remember how it sounds, but you know I don't like Drake. Yeah, there's something about him. Maybe I don't like Dominican people. I don't know. But yeah. So I guess that's about it. This album is pretty decent. I do think Punk from 2021 is better though. So, but that's about it. All right. Next, another criminal that has obviously killed people and commissioned other people to kill other people and traffics drugs, women, and children. Maybe. Gunna, Gift and a Curse. Okay. This album, I feel like it's on the same level as Young Thug's album. Like, it's not impressive. It's not revolutionary. It's still pretty decent, though. Okay? It is better than DS Forever from 2022 that I talked about. But just by a little bit. Okay? Like, there's no Push and P or anything like that. There's no... Okay, there is one iconic song. Frick You Mean. Let me show it. Right there. No. Frick You Mean. I don't know, economy slurs. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. It's pretty good in it. I don't think it's that good, but then there's another song. Back to the Moon. It's pretty good in it. And then that's about it. Everything else is kind of mid. But still better than DS Forever. Right here, this album. Still better. Just a little bit, though. So, pretty good in it. That's about it. That's all I gotta say. Gunna, though, is out of jail. I think he's on house arrest, though. I don't know the full Gunna lore, but yeah, he's chilling compared to Young Thug. Young Thug is the real criminal mastermind. He's the one that actually deserves to be in prison for life or even get the death penalty. But he makes good music, so we need him out of jail. We need him to get back in that studio and make more music. That is all we ask. Gunna, though, he has done significantly less illegal things. So, out of the two, he does not deserve the death penalty. That's why he's out of jail. Because he is not that bad. They made me do it. They made me do it. Please let me go. Okay. Alright. Next we have Pink Tape by Lil Uzi Vert. Alright. Now, Pink Tape, people were excited for this. People always love it when Lil Uzi Vert drops an album or a song or anything like that. Okay? He has a meat-riding fan base. This album wasn't that bad. I'm gonna say that. This album wasn't that bad. Okay? It's pretty decent. It's another one of my favorites from this year, along with Portals, Almost Healed, and other albums we'll get into in a second. Yeah, this song is top 5. Or this album is top 5. Okay? Here we got Flooded the Face, Suicide Doors, A featuring Travis Scott. Why do I not have this on my playlist? I don't know. Probably because Travis Scott fell off. Stay tuned to find out why. Okay, so the first half of this album, I don't really like. I think it's boring. Then the second half, however, that's when it really picks up. I don't know what it is. He just switches. Okay? He switches up on us. Werewolf. Okay, this song really got my attention because it has Bring Me the Horizon on it. Now, who is Bring Me the Horizon? Bring Me the Horizon is not a who, it is a what? It is a band. Okay? A band of at least 4 people. And it's a band that my brother was really, really into when he was my age in high school. Okay? It's a metal band, and it's the best metal band ever. And people disagree with me on that. But we will agree to disagree because, in my opinion, it is the best. Okay. All right. So the fact that all these black people are making these songs with "Bring Me the Horizon" all of a sudden, I don't know why. Why is "Bring Me the Horizon" so relevant all of a sudden? Why are they making all these songs with all these different people that have nothing to do with metal stuff? Well, it's because Lil Uzi Vert is becoming emo, and so he's collaborating with them so that he can get on that emo train. I don't know. I don't know why he made this song. That's just a game theory, okay? So yeah, this song, I think I am the only person in the entire world that likes it, but I think it's pretty good in it. Okay, it's on my alt playlist. It's not worthy to be on my main playlist, but it is on my alt playlist. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Okay, okay, and then we have Pluto to Mars. Pretty decent. It's like a classic Lil Uzi Vert style, and so it's pretty good because these rappers, they have their niche, they have the thing about them that makes them unique, and then they just destroy it and make generic rap because they're all depressed and they don't want to make good music anymore. But then they come back for a little bit and they make the classic stuff like Pluto to Mars. Yes, pretty good. People like Patience with Don Toliver. I don't think it's that good though. Okay, and then Days Come and Go. Here's the last song on here that I like. Yeah. Days come and go till my booty's rank. I think it's good. I don't know if I'll listen to the other Uzi albums though, because I'm becoming racist. How am I supposed to enjoy them? Like, I need white people music, which is what Werewolf with Bring Me the Horizon is. All right. Next album. I care so much that I don't care. Oh, now this is by Glaive. All right, we all love Glaive. He's up and coming. Okay, he was underground when I first discovered him after Christmas in 2021 in December, and then he released a EP in 2022. It was a deluxe of the other EP, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and so the deluxe was titled Old Dog New Tricks, and so it had more songs on it. So then after that released, I don't know, he seemed to have blown up, and I don't know why. He was my special artist. He's my special ed, okay? He was my niche. Fun facts about Professor Teagues, and one of those fun facts is that my favorite artist is Glaive. And then he became famous and rich, and he lives in LA now, because of course he does. And the funny thing about him is that we're almost the same age. We're both 17 at the moment, but I think later this year or next year he's going to turn 18. I'm going to turn 18 this year. He was born in 2005, so maybe he's 18 already. But yeah. So I very well could go to school with this dude, but he's lived on the East Coast his whole life and only just recently moved to LA, I think. I'm not 100%, but I think that's what happened. Okay, now let's talk about the song, shall we? So, As If was a single that he released. The first single that he released in some months. After he released. Ah, frick. Okay, let's look. What was it? Show all. 3 Wheels and It Still Drives. This song on my alt playlist, pretty decent. Then before that was the Spotify singles. I'll Follow You Into the Dark on my Moods playlist. Pretty good in it. Minnesota is a place that doesn't exist. On my main playlist, this song is fire. And then More Than Life by Machine Gun Kelly and Glaive. Very epic. Also on my on my main playlist. And then Mental. It's not that good. Yeah, so then he released As If out of nowhere, teasing his new album. It's really good. It's on my main playlist. And Philip Fantano liked it as well. He reviewed this song. So that's how you know Glaive is up and coming and he's the best artist out right now. And then I'm Nothing, That's All I Am. This song is kind of mid. It's on my alt playlist, but it's not that good. Wait. Yes. And then All I Do Is Try My Best. Same thing. On my alt playlist. It's not that good. And then The Car. This is the best song on the whole album. And it was released as a single. Right before the album was released. Alright. So. Alright. As If on there. Alright, of course. Second song. And then the third song, 17250. Now, if you are a avid viewer of my Instagram or YouTube shorts on the main channel or the TikTok, then you would know that I used the song 17250 for a short that I made, a fan cam of my interviews after I got suspended and stuff from school. Yeah. Now, I shot myself in the foot because now I don't like this song anymore because I had to listen to it over and over again while editing that fan cam of myself. So, it's still on my playlist at the moment, but right after I'm done recording this podcast episode, I'm going to take it right off because I'm done. I don't want to listen to it anymore. Or something. Yeah. So, alright. And then The Car, of course, I already mentioned that. Alright. I care so much. No, I don't like that song. All I do is try my best. I'm Nothing, That's All I Am. It's there. Tiziana, another fire song. It's really good. I've Made Worse Mistakes. Frick. Yeah. I've Made Worse Mistakes. Also really good. It's one of the. It's another really. I think it's the second best. The Good and the Bad Olga on my alt playlist. It's pretty decent. So, alright. Best song. The Car. And then I've Made Worse Mistakes. And then Tiziana. And then 17250. And then As If. And then The Good and the Bad Olga. I'm Nothing, That's All I Am. All I Do Is Try My Best. Yes. Alright. So, with that, that's a lot of songs. Okay? That I like. So, this is also top 5 in this year of 2023. Is it number 1 though? I'm not sure. We'll come back to this. But his album really good. It's his first album since 2020 when he released Cypress Grove. Everything after that have just been singles and EPs. So that nominates this as his best album. Okay? Because Cypress Grove, there's only one song on there that I like, and it's 2009. Alright. Everything else is kind of mid. So yes, this is his best album ever. Pretty good. Alright, next. Hard to Love by Moneybagg Yo. I have no idea who this is. My 6 Pounds Too Deep made me listen to this because I was bored and I needed more albums to listen to so that I could talk about it on the podcast here. Man, it was such a waste of time. Not a single song on here. Like, it is so thug black people gangster. I just can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Like, I don't know. After that, I listened to Cottonwood 2 Deluxe by NLE Choppa. Alright? Same thing. I kind of like NLE Choppa. I listened to his EP from, or whatever the frick he released, in 2022. What was it called? Shadow Flow 5? 6? Shadow Flow 6, yeah. I thought it was pretty decent. But Cottonwood 2, it's not any better. Made me feel like a black thug gangster. walk around the schoolyard, throwing my gang signs at the fellow black students, but it's just it's not it don't hit the same. All right, so yeah, pretty mid. That's all I gotta say. It's better than YoungBoy though. These aren't the worst. YoungBoy are the worst ones, I think. Okay, all right. Austin by Post Malone. Now, if you've seen the other videos of me talking about albums in 2021 and 2022, you would know that Post Malone is my favorite artist of all time. I discovered him. Well, I first knew of his existence in 2017, but I didn't actually start listening to him until 2019 when he released, or right before he released Hollywood's Bleeding. Yeah, then he quickly became my favorite artist because I was in 8th grade and 8th grade sucked. And I would go home, do my homework, listening to Hollywood's Bleeding, all of those songs on there. And I'm like, yeah, this is so epic. Yeah, alright. So, Post Malone, oh, thank you for that. It's pretty good. He's not my favorite artist at the moment, though. Because that's different. Favorite artist of all time is different from favorite artist at the moment. My favorite artist at the moment is yeah, that would have to be Bring Me the Horizon, and then second would be Glaive. Okay, Glaive has been my favorite for over a year, but not of all time. It's complicated. Let's talk about Austin. All right, Austin. Now this is another style he's experimenting with, away from the hip hop stuff that we're used to in these other albums, like 12 Carat, Too Fake, Stony, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, and Hollywood's Bleeding. All right, this is all different. All right, this is like country rock or something. It's weird. It's like a combination of all kinds of different genres put into one. Now he released Chemical as a single, and man, it made me so horny. I swear. And then he released Morning. It's decent, whatever. It's on my alt playlist. Chemicals on my main playlist, but they're not Morning or anything like that. And then Overdrive, same thing. It's on my alt playlist. It's all right, whatever. And then as the whole album comes out, we got Too Cool to Die, Sign Me Up. That's on my main playlist. Speedometer. Enough is Enough, also on my main playlist. Buyer Beware, Landmine, and then Laugh It Off, and Hold My Breath is on my Moods playlist, I think. Yeah. So, my game theory as to why this album exists is because Austin, he's engaged to this Asian chick, and I don't know how much he's involved into the Post Malone lore, but he said something in one of these songs about how he's found new religion. And so I think now that he lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, he's becoming Mormon. Very interesting. That's my theory, though. I'm not going to look this up. I'm not going to listen to any podcasts he's been on where he actually talks about it and spills the beans about why this album exists. I'm just going to theorize and assume that I'm right. I'm going to tell you all that I think I'm right, and we're going to leave it at that. All right? So, yeah. Now that he's becoming Mormon and he's engaged to an Asian chick, he's becoming a better person and he's reflecting on his life decisions. He's probably drinking less. I don't know. Maybe. He's hanging out with black people a lot less. So that's why he's not making very many rap songs on this album, or I don't think there's any rap songs at all, actually. It's all just like pop rock or something, or whatever genre this is. Yeah. So the reason why it's called Austin is because he's staying true to who he really is. He's not no Post Malone. He's Austin Post, because Post is his last name. All right. Yeah. So yeah, he's just becoming a better person. So that's what this album represents. That's my game theory, and it's pretty good. This is also top 5 in this whole year. It's pretty decent. It's not better than 12K at Toothache or anything, but it's pretty decent. I like what he's experimented with, because if Post Malone breathes, I'm adding that to my playlist. All right. Next up, Utopia. This is the one album in the entire universe I've been waiting for since 2020. Yeah, something like that. Because that's when I really got into Travis Scott. When he had the Fortnite concert, I'm like, whoa, this guy's really epic. I'm going to start listening to his music. So then I became a forever Travis Scott fan, okay, because of Fortnite. All right. My hair looks horrible. My breath, think too much. Oh, I'm holding on to something special to me. It's essential to me. Don't waste my time. All right, Utopia. This album was mid. Okay, not a single song is on my main playlist. Every single song I have on here, it's on my playlist. This album, Utopia by Travis Scott, it is so disappointing. We've waited how many years for this? Like 4 or 5 years? What the frick? Like, I'm getting red. You can see like my pigment. I'm looking like a Native American. All right, I'm red. All right. Yeah, this album was so disappointing. Like, what the frick? Okay, so the album released the night that it released. It was midnight on the East Coast. I just got out of the shower. Watching Stable Ronaldo, and he's reacting to the album live, pirating it on the stream with like what 2,000 viewers. Um, and I catch him listening to My Eyes right here, the fourth song, and I'm like, whoa, this is kind of lit. Yeah. I wonder how good all the other songs are. Not any better. My Eyes is the best song on there. However, it's 4 minutes long, and the only good part is the last third of it, or last half, whatever portion. Because the first bit is several minutes of him being like, double C's on my feet, double D's on my E, double C's on my eyes. And then finally, when the chorus hits, he's like, okay, hang on. I can rap this. I can rap this. I can do this. I haven't practiced that much, but okay, I got this. It's me, look at my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road, the map of my soul? Look at to tell me the signs whenever the smoke got on my face. Am I picture perfect, or do I look fried? All of that green and yellow that drip from my eyes and telling me, tell you demise. I went to my side, I push her back to the ceiling and push her back to the feelings. I had to decide. I replay them nights and right by my side, all I see is a sea of people that ride with me. If they just knew what Scotty would do to jump off the stage and save him a child, the things I created became the most weighted. I gotta find balance to keep me inspired. Yeah. The cute wow. Instead, I'm a hero. I took her from zero. Left him saying, I running from miles. This poopy wasn't luck. They got me picked up. I put you on a bus and take you around. A couple of guys inside of the school. I give them the tools. I get them off the ground. I get it off ground. They say the ones that they say they the ones when they make the errors. They say the ones when they make the errors. They can't look in the mirror. That poopy wild. I stand on the stage. I give them the rage. No turning it down. Continue it. Can't follow it. We do it in the streets. We could do it for keeps. We do it for rides. Got 52 weeks. The poopy ain't for pleasure. I'm coming to tweak. This poopy is forever in infinity. Number 88. Ride it, wrap it around. Take me a bean and but I turn it to a beast. Bought the crib on a hill, made it harder to reach. Bought a couple more whips because I needed more speed. Bought a couple more watches, I needed more time. Didn't buy the condo, it was smarter to lease. And I bought some more ice because I bought it in the heat. Made a cast of my dick so she never gonna cheat. If I gave you a day in my life or a day in my eyes, don't blink. You see, that's fire. Spitting flames. And I'm sad to say that's the best that it gets. And like I said, that is half of the song. Because the other half is all of this poopy. When I stare in your eyes, you'll be there forever to watch out your life. You just like going to heaven. Or where are you taking me? I'm falling, I'm not done, and I'm drowning. But you're taking me. 1,000 on my feet. Stick spit on my mouth seat. 10,000 on my eyes. Roly poly on my wrist. Gotta make flight, big days, slumping, no FaceTime. 50K wondering why I'm storming off, no race. And bonded by the bliss. I was smoking in my kiss. Live from the country, the greatest. No peacemaker, I'll sweep the cases. Going on a walk with a new suit on. New suit dead, but get it, that's on it. Give me the heat from the sleep when I hammer. Stupid cretin and sleep with the hammer. 3 times, so give me still the same phone, 18. Still giving those very vividly. Beefing up freaking beef. Smoking on some vicious type of reef of the I need no beef, no cheese. Yeah, yeah, you get the idea. Okay, I'm not doing that. This is gone. This bit has gone. We're over an hour into this podcast episode. I need to hurry this up. Yeah. I wanted to speak about Utopia for the longest because, like I said, this is the one album I've waited for years, and it drops, and it's the most disappointing. And it's not. This isn't about my growing racism. This unexplainable racism that's been growing inside of me for some reason. It's not because he's black and everyone else on here is black. It's simply because this album actually is so mid. Okay? Something happened to Travis Scott. Okay, his niche was, Travis Scott style. You know what I'm talking about. The Astro World. What happened to that? Okay, he drops Utopia. It's totally different. And he got all of these features because it's Utopia. Everyone wants to be featured on this thing. Like, oh my gosh, look at this. So it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 songs with features on them out of the 19. Okay. I think, okay, yeah, the features ruin the album. I think that's what it is. Apart from the long intro to My Eyes. Okay, like, Fiend, Playboi Carti, that is the second best song on this whole album. And that's not saying much, because Playboi Carti sucks. He's a emo vampire, and he's black. Okay? And then the 21 Savage song, Utopia Twins, that didn't need to be there. Circus Maximus with The Weeknd, it's okay, but like, it's just, okay. Travis Scott and The Weeknd, they both have like the same size of an ego. They think they could just breathe on a microphone and it's automatically like the best song ever made, Like I'm obviously exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they didn't put enough effort into Circus Maximus. It's so lackluster. Like, you think it's going to be the most amazing thing ever, but it's making me mad again. Okay, Schizo, Young Thug, it's so mid. It's still on my playlist, but it's so mid. K-pop with Bad Bunny. Why you got a Hispanic person? Okay. we're done. Oh, till further notice. I don't know. Cheeto says that this is his favorite song. I can understand why, but like, gosh dang it. Like, what an outro. It's just outro to this boring album that I've waited so long for. And like I said, I don't think it's me being racist. Like, I think this album actually is it's just a flop. Okay? Everything else though is just me being racist, okay? But this though. No. There's something wrong with this. Okay. Love Letter to You by Trippie Redd. We're back at it with another Trippie Redd album. I need to speak in the British accent. A Love Letter to You 5 by Trippie Redd. Now, this album also sucks. It sucks even more than Mansion Music because it's a bunch of sad music. It's a bunch of sad love songs. Like, who the frick cares? How old is Trippie Redd? He's like in his mid-20s now, I think. Something like that. You need to get married soon, my boy. You're getting old. Look, go back to your family, dude. You're so old. All right? Stop crying about these relationships that don't matter. All right? Because they don't matter. You don't need to make a whole album talking about it. What is wrong with you? All right. So, there are some songs I do have on my playlist. I think there's like 3. Hang on, my cat wants them. She's so floofy. Alright. Now there's other 3 songs on here, I think. A Feeling featuring Sky Morales, like Miles Morales, but it's Sky. It's a woman. I'm Mad at Me featuring Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne, so this song was pretty decent. And then Left 4 Dead. There's a music video of it, I think. But yeah, overall, that's about it. Those songs aren't even that good. I just added them to my playlist because I was so disappointed. Like, oh, I gotta leave with something, don't I? And so I just put them on my playlist without thinking much. So there you go. That's about it. Love Letter to You 5. Just, it's a series, or it's the 5th of a series he has, okay? I understand that. But I don't rock with it. I guess that's all I can say, really. I don't rock with it. It's just not my style, alright? Alright, next, we have Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. Now, she released her other album, I think. What was it? Sour, yes. She released the Sour album, and I didn't like it. Alright, it was back in 2021. I didn't talk about it because I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Because she's a woman! And I think she's Hispanic of some sort. Because her name is Olivia Rodrigo. That's a very Hispanic name, alright? It's just... it's bad vibes. I'm racist. Okay? Man, what do I even say about this? All American Bitch. Pretty decent song. Vampire, I don't like it that much. So, it's not on my playlist or anything like that. Logical. I think that's on my Mooj playlist. Get Him Back. Get Him Back is on my... it's on my old playlist as well. It's my favourite one on here. I love this song. It was my favourite song for a few weeks. Love Is Embarrassing. Also on the old playlist. Where's the other Mood song? I don't know. I don't remember. Who cares? Yep. Okay, all I gotta say, this album is a step up from Sour. It is much better. And I guess that's about it. Okay, to say that I'm a fan of Olivia Rodrigo because of this is very bold, but it might be true. We can be bold on this channel. I am a fan of Olivia Rodrigo. Is that a controversial thing to say? Is it because I'm a dude? Are dudes not allowed to listen to Hispanic Latinas that are Americanized? Because there's literally a song called All American Bitch. Even though she's bloody brown, she's still American. Is there a problem with that? Okay. I'm going on a very strange tangent. I don't think we need this right now. Alright, moving on. Tech by Lil Tecca. Very interesting. I've been a fan of Lil Tecca ever since he's come up with Ransom and stuff. You already know. I got Richest Opp, what you want? They can get the doucey or do the dance song. She want my egg roll, whoa, whoa. But she know, whoa, whoa, that thing along. I go that ping pong. When she see my eyes, she call me the ching chong. I got 2 twin Glocks turn you to a damn song. I got 2 twin eyes turn you in a banner. I got 2 blin blocks in a banner. When they see my hair, they call me the Kim Jong. I get haircut, they calling me the Kim Jong. I got side chick Ming Lee and the Su Wong. I get haircut, now they're calling me the Kim Jong. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Now let's talk about this, shall we? Let's not reminisce on the past. Lil Tecca wants to forget his past, I'm sure, because he's a young adult now, so he just... You don't want to reflect on what you did as a 16-year-old. Let's get Ransom out of here. Let's just forget that song ever existed. Okay, Heaven on Earth. Best song on here. 500 Pounds. And then... Used to This, I think? Yeah, all 3 of those songs on my main playlist. This album, every single song on it is amazing. But I only had to pick 3. Because then it'll just get repetitive if I added all the songs on here. Because I really could have added every single song on here because they're all so fire. But those are the top 3. Alright? That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Lil Tecca don't miss. Okay, he released We Love You Tecca 2 in 20... I don't know when. But, yeah. 2021, I remember talking about it, yeah. That wasn't that good. But this, he's praying for a come up and he's getting it. He's getting it, alright? I love this album. Alright, let's continue. Next, we have For All the Dogs by Drake. Now, as you know, I don't like Drake. It's just not my thing. I don't think he's a horrible artist. I don't personally, I'm not into it, okay? So, going into this, I had low expectations, and I was absolutely right. The one song, though, is I Don't Give a Frick by Yeat. Yeat carries that song, and I think we all know that. That's why it's so viral, and it was a meme for a while. I don't be giving no fricks. I say whatever I want. I do whatever I want. I count up the money for fun. I cop up with the perkies for fun. Alright. Every other song sucks. Like, shake that ass for Drake. Shake that ass for me. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Like, what the frick is that? It's not even Drake. It's just some black chick. And, okay, that song makes me mad now. Because there is this TikTok that I saw on bloody Twitter. Of, like, these children twerking to this song. Like, they're like elementary school children. And they're dancing to this song at like some birthday party. And they're doing the hands on their knees thing. And they're like twerking and stuff. Like, don't ask me why I was watching a video of children twerking. It just came up. Because it was a gimmick account that was criticizing it. Okay? So yeah, that song makes me mad now. Because like, black children, they're being raised into a culturized society of black people. It's just all about twerking and schmecks. And those parents posted that video. And so now there's wank material for the nunces. Alright, anyway. Yeah, one song on here I like. Alright, I Don't Give a Frick by Yeat. Like I said, every other song sucks. So, in that sense, this album is a step up because it has a song on here I actually want to listen to. After Her Loss and Certified Lover Boy, which not a single song on either of those albums I liked. Alright, moving on. No, not that. No, not that. Not that. Quavo. Rocket Power by Quavo. One of the Migos, because Takeoff is gone forever. So yeah. Rocket Power. There was one song on this that I liked. Which one was it? Not Done Yet? Yeah, Not Done Yet. Yeah, we're not done yet. No new problem. We're not done yet. Everything else, these are not bad songs. They're not bad at all. But they're just not good enough to be on my all playlist. So that's all I gotta say. So let's move on. Next, we have Nostalgia by Rod Wave. This fat mother hecker. Look at him. Fat. Black. I don't even know what genre this album is. Like, what is Rod Wave? He's like, he tries to be rap, but also a mixture of something else. I'm just not sure. But he's black anyway, so he's put into the whole pot of black rappers, and so he's basically a rapper because he's just in the gang, fool. Can my camera focus? Yeah. So yeah, there is one song on here that I like. Oh my gosh, Great Gatsby? That's a song? I didn't know that. But why? Which one was it? Which one was it? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Which one was it? Pass You By. Yes, of course. They're gonna pass you by. They're gonna pass you by. They're gonna pass you by. There it is. Pass You By. Yep. Right before Great Gatsby. So there you go. This is the first album I've ever listened to by Rod Wave. Like I said with the other one, it's just an album I wanted to listen to fill up my albums list so I can talk about them on this podcast. But I'm already talking way too much. We're an hour and 17 minutes into this episode. So, we're going to move on. Set It Off by Offset, the other Migos, because Takeoff is gone forever. Okay? Say My Grace with Travis Scott. The only song on here that I really, really liked. Every other song, though, it makes me feel like a gangsta. Okay? And so they're also pretty decent, but not good enough to be on any of my playlists. Like I said, you already know the drill. This album is not bad. It's just it's not really my vibe except for one song. Okay, just so I can get something out of it for my playlist. So there you go. Okay, moving on. Okay. This is gonna be a random one, but like the John Wick 4 soundtrack. John Wick 4, I think, is my favorite movie from this year. Is this a playlist? I think it is. It's a playlist. It's not an album. What is this? Whatever. John Wick 4, best movie of 2023, I think, that I've seen. Okay. So we got this song, Blood Code, which was played in the background when he was at that German club and he's fighting all those German people with the fat guy with the gold teeth. Yeah. That's delicious. Okay. And then there's the credit song, Eye for an Eye, also there. Pretty good. Alright, moving on. Do we get into the honorable mentions? Because I think that's the only thing left to do. Honorable mentions. What else have I listened to? No, I didn't listen to it. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through the albums that I listened to this year that were not released this year, but released in a previous year that I'd never listened to before. After Hours by The Weeknd. I listened to this right after listening to Starboy Deluxe, just so I can get the experience of The Weeknd. Now, this album sucks compared to Starboy. It is not horrible, but it is not as good as Starboy, because it just feels rushed. He released it, I think, right after dropping Blinding Lights, and we all know what happened after that. It's the biggest song in history. Look, almost 4 billion streams. And when you look at there's this website where you can see the biggest songs ever. Blinding Lights is number one. It's on top. It's bigger than all these like boomer songs from the 80s or 70s and 60s. This is the Weeknd is the most amazing artist ever. And I think, is it deserved? I guess so. He's a talented young man. So yeah. He released his album right after releasing Blinding Lights, and it blew up and stuff, and every song on here just feels rushed. Like there's In Your Eye? No. Save Your Tears. Save Your Tears. That song I really like. But everything else, it's just like, oh, quick label. I got this song that blew up. I need to release an album so we can get more money. That's why this album exists. It's okay. Moving on. I don't have very many honorable mentions, do I? I'm looking. Yeat. Okay, Too Alive by Yeat. Geek Pack. Okay, so this is another. This is from 2022. It's not that long ago. So I listened to this right after listening to Lyfë. Wait, no, AftërLyfe. I listened to this after listening to AftërLyfe. Okay. I don't like any of the songs on here. I like the music that Yeat is making right now, not last year or anything like that. So yeah, then I listened to Lyfë. I'm talking Lyfë. Again, not a single song on here I like. So that's kind of all I gotta say. And then back to Don Toliver. I listened to his other albums from before. Lovesick. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I didn't like any of the songs on here. Cactus Jack Atlantic Records. What the frick? He signed with Travis Scott's label? That's crazy. And then I listened to Life of Don, also by Don Toliver. There was one song on here I really, really liked. What You Need. Whatever you need, tell me what you really, really need, little baby. Little baby. I like to when I'm at the cut. If I take you to my crib, I got the zanies going dumb. You feel me? It's on my main playlist. It's fire. Okay. Wow, I don't have very many honorable mentions, it seems. It seems that this episode of the Professor's Lab podcast is going to soon come to the end. I'm just double checking, though. Interesting. Yeah. We're down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's all Bring Me the Horizon. Like I said earlier, this is a band that my brother listened to when he was my age in high school. And I don't know, he was suicidal or something. So, you know. I don't know. I asked him, what Bring Me the Horizon albums should I listen to? Because I want to get into them. And he's like, all right, Suicide Season. There was a Believe Me, I've Seen It. Simp Eternal. That's the Spirit. Ammo. Post-Human Survival Horror. But then I also listened to this one other album. We'll get to it. At first, we have Suicide Season. Okay, this is generic metal music. Like it's like when you think of metal, heavy metal, the screamo metal, you think of this. You think of this stuff. Okay, it's not good at all. Not by today's standards. And there's so many. Like listening to this, it just felt like torture. You know, it. like I felt like I was lobotomizing myself. It was such yeah, I don't know. It doesn't I don't like this album at all. And then the same with this, it doesn't stand. it doesn't work in 2023. I felt like I was lobotomizing myself listening to all of this. Like, why is this worth listening to? And then we start Simp Eternal. Okay? Now, if you know Bring Me the Horizon, you know their most popular song. But you might not know Bring Me the Horizon and still know their most popular song because they made Can You Feel My Heart. Okay, let's listen to the first few seconds. Alright, that's all I can play. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me mute the desktop audio. Let me find the bit that everyone recognizes. Okay, I'm messing with the volume. That's why it sounded weird. It's the Giga Chad music, okay? They made the Giga Chad music. That's what they're known for. That's their legacy. But the thing is, that song is decent, but compared to everything else they've ever made, is dookie. Okay? All of their other songs, or some of their other songs, is really, really good and a lot better than that. Okay? So, let's go through the list. So, Can You Feel My Heart is the first one on this thing. And then after that is The House of Wolves. Give me a sign. Give me a reason to give a frick about your gosh dang beliefs. It go hard. Okay, it's on my alt playlist. And then Empire on my main playlist. Sleepwalking on my main playlist. Shadow Moses on my main playlist. The Snakes Start the Scene on my alt playlist. Seen It All Before on my alt playlist. Hospital for Souls on my alt playlist. And then that's it. This album was fire compared to There Is a and Suicide Season, okay? 2013, what an amazing year. And then we have the 2015 album, That's the Spirit. Now, my brother went to a concert in 2016, I think. And so this was their poster album to advertise the concert. And it was in town. So that's why he went. It wasn't in like the capital of our state or the state next to us. It was in our city, okay? So it was very special. And so at the end of the concert, they threw handfuls of like guitar picks, those things, into the crowd. And my brother was with one of his friends. I don't remember who. And they got some of them, or his friend did. And he was like, hey, look at this guitar pick I got. It has the umbrella, like the album cover on it. And my brother's like, soy facing. And he's like, bro, can I have that? And he's like, I'll sell it to you for $20. 20 clams, and this is yours. He's like, deal. And he had to buy the guitar pick off of him. And it wasn't a guitar pick that the band members used. But or maybe they did use it. Whatever. It was special. The guitar pick is special. It has the umbrella, and one of the lead band members touched it with their own hands and threw it to the crowd. Yeah. And so my brother, he still has the guitar pick to this day, but he keeps on losing it in his apartment. Sometimes we're cleaning his apartment and we just find it on the floor. That guitar pick is one of the most valuable things he owns, other than this World War II civilian helmet that he got in England in 2017. That's like, what, 80 years old? Okay, next to that helmet is the guitar pick. That's his most prized collection item. And he does not take care of it at all. I want to steal that guitar pick because now I'm a fan of this band when I'm the same age that he was when he first got into this. And yeah, I want to take that thing from him, and I'll take much better care of it. I'll stick that on my wall. It will be preserved. I'll put it in a little glass case. And like, hey, what's this guitar pick doing on your wall? It looks so lame. I'm like, oh, that thing, those were touched, or that guitar pick was touched by a celebrity. You wouldn't understand, you know? Okay. Anyway, Doomed. This is a really good intro song. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. You know? And then Throne. This is the best song on here. And then Follow You. And then Avalanche. And then Oh No. Oh No is a different song. It's a different genre. And so this is their introduction to like their pop thing that they got going on. Like, I don't know what artist to compare it to, but it's something. It's something different. It's not metal. Okay. So then that brings us to Ammo, I think. Yeah, Ammo. Now this song, it has more of that Oh No style. More of that pop rock or whatever the frick. I don't know what else to call it. So we got Mantra, In the Dark, Wonderful Life. I think Wonderful Life is the best song on here. And then Ouch. And then Medicine. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's the Spirit is their best album ever made, I think. My brother disagrees, but I think this is the best one. And then I think Sempiternal, and then Ammo, and then Post-Human Survival Horror. And yeah, so there you go, that's Ammo. And here we have music to listen to dance to, to blaze to pray to sleep, to talk to, grind to, trip to, breathe to, help to. I feel like I'm like rapping right now, okay? Now this is this an album? Yeah, it's an album. This is nothing special. It's literally like what the title says. It's literally to do this stuff. It's just background music. It's not metal in it. Okay, so we don't gotta worry about that. This I don't know why I listened to this. I was just curious. All right, Post-Human Survival Horror. Okay, it's not that good. It's a little bit different. But we got Obey with Youngblood. That's the best song on there. It's really, really good. Along with Kingslayer and Ludens. But it's just different, you know? Me and my brother, he didn't even listen to the whole thing, okay? I took one for the team and I listened to the whole thing for him. And I'm like, yeah, it's nothing special. Don't worry about it. So 3 songs on here that I like. That's a downgrade compared to literally every other album that isn't this thing, and then Heaven and He and Suicide Season, okay? So there you go. Those are the honorable mentions. I guess that concludes it for today's episode of the Professor's Lab podcast. We will have a strong season 2. We will talk about things, okay? I don't know what kind of things, but yeah. We're going to have another episode next week of me talking about games that I played, and we're going to do a tier list, okay? And then after that, we're going to be talking about summer versus winter. We talked about a lot of things in that episode. It's going to be a mess. I'm going to call it German Schizos because reasons. Yeah, we talked about a lot of things. So, yeah. What else do I need to say? I don't know. Probably nothing else. Remember, everyone, that's all just for funsies. It's all just for funsies. Stop. See you next week. Sub to the main channel, follow the Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, and join the Discord server. Bye-bye.